Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to VFG Movie Reviews with your host, Tim Williams. How's it going, guys? Welcome to VFG Movie Reviews, and this is my review for The Devil's Conspiracy, or should we call it The Devil's Didn't Know What This Movie Should Have Been. There is some just glaring problem with this movie. So many side plots to it, but there is a kernel of a good movie here, and if they would have stuck with that, this movie could have been really dope. So, a cult steals the Shroud of Turin for wicked purposes, but there's more to that. They show Lucifer. They actually show, like, the angels fighting each other. Michael imprisoning Lucifer in hell. So when God cast Lucifer out, he went into the earth, and there's a portion of the earth that's hell. So that never sealed up, so there's literally a hole to hell. Which is one of the problems with this movie. As they should steal the Shroud of Turin because they need the DNA of Jesus to impregnate a girl for Lucifer to be reborn into this body, and it would be their Jesus, the rebirth of Lucifer. The acting is bad, unfortunately. Alice O'Yearon plays Laura. Joe Doyle plays Father McCurry, who plays the embodied version of Michael. Evelyn Hall plays Liz, who is basically Lucifer's right-hand person. Michael Minish plays, who is the only real named actor in this, plays the Archangel Michael when he's actually Michael. And there's so much to go into this, and it's just so hard to cover everything that they throw at you. There's kids in hell that are trying to get out. There's the birth of Satan, but then there's the Satan being imprisoned, and then Michael gets imprisoned in hell. There's just all these layers of just nonsense to this movie, and I had high hopes for this movie. I love movies that talk about the war in heaven, the war in heaven, and all this stuff. I love those stories. I really do. I love those stories. But this was so bad. This was so bad, and there's so much thrown at you. The girl gets impregnated, but she starts looking like a demon, and like it's fucking out there. It's a bad movie. Unfortunately, it's a bad movie. It might make my worst of 2023. This was a 2022 movie that didn't get released in 2022. This was released in 2023, so that tells you a lot right there. So where does this lie on my 5-star review scale? This story is a 2 because it is so bad. But the kernel of being interesting is the fight between Michael and Lucifer. If they would have just kept with that, it would have been pretty dope. The cinematography is pretty dope, especially when you're in hell. There's a lot of cool visuals to it, which is 3.5. The characters, 2.5, because none of them you gave a shit about. The design, Michael's armor, the design of Lucifer, very dope. 3.5. So it brings our total to 2.875. I wanted so much more out of this movie, and I just didn't get it. Let me know down below, did you see The Devil's Conspiracy? Thank you for watching this review.